Good to see you, darling.
Ranvi, you left so suddenly.
There is work to be done. There always is.
I see.
But do not think for a moment that I have forgotten you and our wonderful day.
Nor would I wish you to.
Good. Then we see eye to eye.
And heart to heart.
Yes, indeed. Until our next moment alone, we should return to our great work. England will not pacify itself on our behalf.
No, indeed.
Back to work, then.
I want to see the Alliance map. Hytham asked that I travel to London. What do you know of it?
A wild city, one that Halfdan Ragnarsson tried to claim for himself years ago. But it resists all attempts to be held.
Hytham claims the city is overrun by a strange cult, the Order of the Ancients. He asks that I track them down and kill them. Doing so may help the honest people there, and earn us an ally in the process.
In a city so chaotic, it is worth a try. Approach by the North Gate and start asking around.
I will.
Good. I await your return.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our Assassin's Creed Valhalla Let's Play. Today we embark upon our journey with Walls and Shadows.
The Cripple Gate of London. Might find an official worth his salt here.
Easy now, have patience. I beg patience all. We'll have this wreck cleaned up in no time. Keep it steady, huh? Olaf. Hey, bear up, Master Ame. You'll be on your way shortly, huh?
Something of a shepherd, aren't you?
It can feel that way, aye. Can I help you with something?
Who governs this burr? I would like to speak with him, if I can.
Ah, the Governor Trigger. Good and fair Dane come to London 4 year back.
Trigger?
Aye, most hours of the day you can find him at the old villa, dealing with all manner of knavery. Stow!
Avgos wants his cut of the summer harvest. Shit, Carl. Huh? What's the holdup?
We're talking.
Gentlemen, the farmers of Mercia have paid their burden already. If Avgos wants more, he can petition for it.
Petition for it? Well, you can tell that old mud merchant that if he wants his apple, he can bob for it.
Belongs to Master Ame, sir.
Bob for it!
That is filthy.
Bob for it!
Finish you!
Is this kind of noise common to London?
Now, we've a quiet day once in a great while. And try not to kill anyone, eh? God in heaven, you fight like the devil's stolen your bread.
You give some hard knocks yourself.
Road, be a good lad and prick the names of those that pay their food tax, will you? Right then. You've some dealings with Governor Trigger, was that it?
I'll have dealings with any who can deliver a fair friendship with my Raven clan. If that's you, then all the better.
Ah, no. Trigger's your fellow. I'm the Shire Reeve of London's westerly half. I keep things ordered and fair.
Shire Reeve is not a name that rides easy on the tongue.
Reeve's my title, sorry. Stow's my name. Stow of London.
A burly name for a burly man. I like one who can hold himself in a brawl.
To walk tall in London, a man must know how to swing his fists.
It's not empty praise I give.
Well, your candor is appreciated.
Take me to your governor, Stowe. He sounds like a man worth knowing.
Right then. Station filled, flock shepherded, and off to Triga we go. And what can I call you? Humbler of thugs? Dane Hammer?
I am Eivor, of the Raven clan. We have a settlement to the north, just off the River Neen.
Well, I owe you a great debt, Eivor. You're a worthy ally.
So this is London. A city built by giants.
So they say. She's an old place, surly as they come. But there's a mystery here I quite adore. I was raised here, in fact. Learned the scriptures of Christ's apostles in Lundenwich. I was Saxon Borough, just past the western walls.
You're not a priest, are you?
No. No, I was raised by them. And for a penniless bastard, I turned out pretty well.
A penniless bastard, and now London's fearless reeve.
Well, it's Triga who saw something in me. He judges not the circumstance of my birth. His two hands, left and right, are me and a Dane-born soldier, Erke. Erke's an orphan of the last Viking horde put down in London for a season. 2 or 3 years back now, it must have been. It's through Triga I met Erke, and now we Reeves walk the city like parents looking after our children. A native son, and an imported Dane. See, London's a city built of many pieces. Wait. Something's wrong.
Iron on the ear. This blood is fresh.
These were good men. What's happened here? God, no. No.
It took 3 arrows to kill him. The next 12 were an insult.
O Lord, deliver these men with the light of thy countenance visiteth and shines upon them.
You've no need for outsiders, Stowe. It's a private matter.
There's no cause to be leery. Eivor had my back in a brawl at Cripplegate. More thugs from the garrison.
You must be a real broker to hold your own against those shithugs. It's time to fetter those men, Stowe. It can't go on like this.
It's a serious attack. Were they after you as well?
Now that's a fine question, isn't it?
You must be Erke, London's second reeve.
Erke Botilson, yes I am. Are you telling me this gut bucket called me second reeve?
First in the Eastborough, and a man I trust with my life.
Stowe's never been a good judge of character.
Erke, this is Eivor. She came to meet with Triga, to seal the bonds of friendship with the clan.
He would have welcomed you heartily. He was a trusting man. And that got him here.
Have you found anything?
I just arrived. The killers left a ladder on the body there.
I'll have a look around.
Triga had men with him at all times. How could the killers get through?
They must have been known to him. Well enough to get close without suspicion.
Good and holy Christ, that could be most anyone. He governed this burg.
3 sets of footprints leave. 2 average, and 1 massive.
Oh dear.
What is this?
Dirty notes from a mistress. Sorry. Mistresses. Triga's dead.
Ah, yes. The old man had a wandering hand. And I.
A barber surgeon's tools. Sharp and precise for easy butchery. Must have been what was used to free Triga's head from his neck.
I can't make head or foot of all this. I just can't.
Look at us.
Find anything.
Besides enough blood to repaint the city's faded bricks. No.
This letter. Someone wanted us to see it. From Rome went an order of heretics who worshipped the relics of a time before Christ.
Erke, this was the letter he told us about. Said it contained fearful news about London.
It warns of 3 such heathens who have infiltrated London. His killers, I expect. I do not envy this man's death. Hang on, there's something in his hand. This was not Trigger's seal.
No, it looks Roman in origin. Must have been on a ladder he opened.
It must have been significant to this god for him to grasp it, even in death.
Mayhaps it's what got him killed.
I think I have a clear idea of what happened here. Trigger was shot where he sat, probably as he read the letter. One of his guards grabbed the seal and tried to escape. He didn't make it. A second killer found him first. He met his end at the noose, lifted by the bigger man. A third attacker took his eyes, then came for Trigger's head. Symbolic, maybe. Headless leader, eyeless guards. The killers were without fear. This kill was a message. Their footprints leave together. 3 sets heading back to the courtyard. The letter mentions 3 heretics, named only by monikers. The Leech, the Arrow, the Compass. Signed by someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Poor fellow soldier. Odd name.
3 names, 3 killers, as you said.
Baldersack. It could be anyone in London. Who can we trust?
Only the people in this room, I fear.
Even that would be unwise, until we know more.
The Arrow is described as a pugnacious Dane invader. That describes too many in London.
The Leech hails from Wessex. London is home to many of them as well.
And the Compass, a Frankish captain.
Less common, but no face comes to mind.
What is this symbol here?
I recognize that from the Mithraic temple. I passed it on the way here.
Mithraic temple. Is that a church?
A church? Heavens, no. Mithras was a pagan idea. A so-called god beloved by the ancient soldiers that built this city. Our city is overrun with cowards. We may be next to fall if we don't resolve this sick fermentation of hate.
I've told you, this city answers to blood and power. We should serve as such.
I can't leave him like this. I need to.
We'll get the church to see to it, Stone.
No. No, it should be me. I must ready him for judgment.
I understand. Only get some air from time to time. It reeks in here. Shall we, Broga?
The gods have been murdered! To arms! Defend Trigger!
Well, now the locals have caught a whiff of this fatted mess. The temple is yours to explore, Eivor. It's to the east of here. I must wear my Reeve's face for a time. Keep away! Keep away! The fight is over. Town Hall will follow soon.
Alrighty here, let's call up our good old trusty companion here and see if we can't do a little bit of reconnaissance. That way we have maybe a general idea of what we might be running into. Looks like we do have an entrance over there, which is always a marvelous thing to see. I think it actually lets us know quite a bit. Unfortunately, it looks like a couple of archers, I'm going to venture and say several guys that are kind of all over the place, so this is definitely going to be a little tricky. It's not going to be a walk in the park, unfortunately, but at this point, do we really ever expect that to be the case?
Well guarded for a tangle of old ruins. I need to find the entrance.
Let's see if I can't actually venture over to this wall over here and see if I can't gain access. I think we're probably going to have to kill those archers, but as of the moment, let's not be too hasty. Like we do have a tree over here, which I might be able to utilize. Now, once inside of this tree, I'm thinking we might be able to actually get a really good line of sight on some of these guys. So, in just a moment, I'm probably going to shoot this dude in the face. I believe both archers have been successfully taken out of commission, which is fantastic. Looks like we do have a gentleman down there, which is of course going to be a little tricky. Now these guys shouldn't really suspect anything is going on just yet, considering that we were able to successfully take out the archers. Of course, ammunition is looking pretty good. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to either jump on this dude's face, or we're going to have to get incredibly lucky. And I don't think our luck is that great. I mean, I think we're lucky, but I don't know if we're that lucky. However, you might not need to be lucky when you can do stuff like that, though. Now at this point, I should be able to simply just drop all the way down. Obviously going to do a little bit of damage there, but nothing too crazy. And we have garnered access into the temple at the moment. It does look like we do need to investigate who basically the Order is. You know, who's behind this? Who has the means and the ability to kind of start such a problem? I mean, it looks like they're really trying to make quite a bit of enemies.
The compass holds sway over the others. He has ordered the arrow to recruit archers in a market to the west. Worth a visit.
Does look like we do have some additional information on this other table over here. I mean, they really shouldn't be leaving stuff out.
Tools for searching, finely crafted, like we found in the villa. And there is a letter here, arranging payment to a blacksmith.
Now, upon actually moving that, it looks like we're actually going to get a little bit dirty here, but nonetheless, we're alright. I mean, we're an assassin. I mean, this kind of comes with the territory. You don't become an assassin and expect to always kind of be going home, washing your clothes without really putting a whole lot of effort into it. I mean, at the end of the day, that's just kind of par for the course, and I feel like we're going to have to get used to that. Now, of course, as we continue to move around, it looks like we are going to be getting a little bit closer here. Obviously, we do have that, so I'm going to take that out as of the moment. Looks like a chest, of course. So, of course, as an assassin, we are a looter at the end of the day. Now, unfortunately, it looks like we might have a few individuals kind of making some noise. I'm curious to see exactly what's going on, or maybe there isn't anything and it's all in our head.
Messages between the leech and the compass. Healing, gutting. The leech is a strange one, but the compass calls the strikes. I've got enough to go on for now. Erke and Stowe must see all this. I see more bloodshed in London's future. At least soon and we'll feast.
It's worth knocking on a few doors, that's all I'm saying.
Trigger wasn't killed because you want to plant a few trees and fix a few roofs in London.
Looks less like a meal for crows in here.
Eivor, you bring good findings, I hope?
A few sheets of vellum, notes between members of a secret society. The Order of the Ancients, they're called.
Order of the Ancients? Doesn't sound any bells in this head. What's the purpose?
That would take some time to explain, but know this, that I am here to kill them. In London, it seems the compass is the head. The arrow and the leech are his hands.
Pet names and secret orders. What a crock. Do we know anything we can act on?
The arrow is a Dane who has seen his share of battle. His name suggests that he's an archer.
I bet my knuckles he's the one sowing discord among the Danes that shelter in London.
If it were me, I'd hide among my ranks, surrounded by other fighting men.
The arrow has orders from the compass to recruit soldiers at a market in the west.
I know the very place.
The leech has need of flesh. Been looking for thralls, though I can't say why.
We found a number of dead down by the quays lately, but not thralls alone. Some of the missing we find again in several places, cut to pieces.
Good lord, Erke.
The compass is a mystery. He's mentioned often, but there's little to go on.
Said he was a Frankish captain, did you? To find him, we'd have to mark the ships that came and went along the Thames.
Captains are a transient sort. It may be he's far away, keeping quiet.
That may be, but would he scream if we cut off his hands?
Oh, you've a filthy mind for strategy.
We kill the arrow and the leech, then sit back and wait. Let the compass come to us. Let's not waste any more time. We will find the arrow and the leech. Killing both should drag the compass back into port. Stowe, I'll catch you at the Western Market.
Count on it.
And I'll make for the keys. There's another few bodies there to fish out of the muck.
It could be the leech is back at work.
God be with us, friends. Go in his name, and be protected by him.